This video is all about a really interesting trading indicator called the lowest channel plus RSI by ChartPrime. It's a pretty neat tool that uses a special kind of smoothing called LOS to help you see the trend more clearly, and it throws in some handy channel lines and an RSI gauge to spot potential reversals or check momentum. We're going to dive into what this indicator does and how you might use it in your trading. If you find any of this helpful, definitely smash that like button. Now, to get this indicator on your chart, you'll first want to hop onto TradingView, which is the platform I'm using here. If you don't have an account, there's a link down in the description to sign up. Once you're set up, load up whatever market and time frame you like to trade. Then, click on the indicators button up top and just type in lowest channel. You're looking for the one called lowest channel plus RSI created by ChartPrime. Go ahead and click that to add it to your chart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the awesome lowest channel plus RSI indicator. Basically, it uses this clever lowest math technique to smooth out the price action, cutting down on market noise without much lag. This gives you a clearer picture of the underlying trend and potential turning points using dynamic channels and an RSI reading. So, let's look at what you actually see on the chart. First up, you've got this solid center line. That's the lowest line itself. You'll notice it changes color, usually between something like purple and green. This color change tells you the current trend direction, maybe green for bullish and purple for bearish. It's designed to be pretty good at filtering out fakeouts. And when the line does change color, you'll often see these little diamonds pop up right on the chart. These diamonds are there to highlight that a potential trend shift or reversal might be happening. Then around that main lowest line, you'll see these dashed lines forming a channel. These are deviation-based bands, calculated using volatility, like ATR, and they expand or contract based on how much the price is moving. Think of these bands as potential areas where the price might be overextended. When the price touches or gets near these outer bands, it could signal a spot where the price might bounce back towards the center line, which some folks find useful for spotting reversal points or even for scalping opportunities, as price often reacts pretty strongly off these levels. And one more cool thing, check out the right side of your chart, next to the most recent candles. You'll see this vertical gauge thing. That's the built-in RSI gauge. It shows you the current relative strength index value visually, right there in the context of the price channel. This is super handy for getting a quick read on momentum, whether the market might be getting overbought or oversold. Alright, let's peek into the settings for a sec. Like most indicators, you can tweak this one quite a bit. You can adjust the length input for the lowest calculation. Making this number smaller will make the center line and the bands react faster to price changes, which might suit scalpers or short-term traders. If you increase the length, things will get smoother, filtering out more noise and focusing on longer-term trends. You can also change the width of the bands, how far they are from the center line, customize all the colors, and even turn the RSI gauge on or off or adjust its calculation length if you want. So, definitely play around in there to see what works best for your style. Next, we're going to go over how we can use this indicator to trade. But before we do that, let's talk about SimpleFX, which is the forex broker that I use for trading. It's fast, effective, and safe to trade with. Not only do they have a web and mobile application, but they also have a desktop application that you can download and trade with. They have no minimum deposit, and they made sure to use only the charts from TradingView across all their trading platforms. SimpleFX, as mentioned before, has a mobile application that allows you to trade wherever you are. They have over 1,000 tradable instruments, including forex, commodities, indices, and equities. But what I love the most about SimpleFX is that they give you a first deposit bonus of up to $5,000 and a 10% cashback. To get access to the bonus and all the other perks, sign up to SimpleFX using the link in the video description. Now, back to how you can actually use this indicator in your trading. One straightforward way is just using the main lowest line for trend direction. If the line is green or your bullish color, you might focus on looking for long opportunities. If it's purple or your bearish color, you might lean towards shorts. Simple as that. The diamonds that appear when the color changes can act as confirmation signals that the trend might indeed be shifting. Another way is to use those outer channel bands. When the price pushes down and touches or gets close to the lower band, it could be a sign that the price is oversold or stretched to the downside, potentially hinting at a bounce or reversal backup. Conversely, if the price hits the upper band, it might be overbought and could reverse back down. This is where that RSI gauge really comes into play for confirmation. So, for a potential bullish setup, you might wait for the price to come down near that lower deviation band, but you don't just jump in blindly. You'd also check that RSI gauge. If the gauge is showing a low reading, indicating oversold conditions, at the same time the price is near the lower band, that confluence gives you a stronger reason to believe a bounce or reversal upwards might be coming. You'd then look for your preferred entry signal, maybe a bullish candle pattern. And for a bearish setup, it's the reverse logic. You'd look for the price to push up towards the upper band. Then, you'd check the RSI gauge. If it's showing a high reading, indicating overbought conditions, that combination suggests the price might be due for a pullback or reversal downwards. Again, you'd wait for your specific sell signal before entering a short position. Combining the band touch with the RSI reading helps filter potential trades. To wrap things up, the lowest channel plus RSI indicator is a really solid tool that combines that advanced low-S smoothing for a responsive trendline with dynamic volatility bands and an integrated RSI gauge. It gives you a way to gauge the trend, spot potential overbought, oversold zones using the channel, and confirm momentum with the RSI, all in one package. It seems pretty versatile, potentially useful for both trend following and catching reversals or bounces. Now, remember, everything I've shown you here is just for educational purposes. This is not financial advice, and just using this indicator on its own doesn't guarantee profits. Any strategy based purely on indicators needs more work. You should always consider adding your own analysis, whether that's price action, market structure, fundamentals, or whatever else fits your trading plan. Do your own testing and risk management. If you found value in this video, please remember to leave a like. It really helps out. And hey, if you want to see more indicator reviews and trading ideas like this, consider subscribing so you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.